Hello dressmakers and friends, welcome again on the channel. In this video I'll be sharing with you how to make this trendy gather skirt. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you get value, and don't forget to share. Now get your drafting and your sewing tools and let's get into it. First, we are going to be drafting the upper part of our skirt, and here is my drafting paper, and the first thing I'm going to be doing is cut two of my drafting paper. One will be 1 inch shorter than the other. The one that is 1 inch shorter, like you see right here, will be for my front pattern, which is the center front, which I have labeled, and the other one, which is longer by 1 inch, will be for my back pattern. You can see that I have written zipper allowance right there. So at this upper part is going to be my starting line, which is also going to be for my waistline. Okay, and after now, I'm just going to be measuring my hip point. I'm imputing my hip point, which is from my waist is 8 to 9 inches, but because the skirt is going to be having a 1 inch band, I placed my 1 inch on that starting line. Did you see? Just like I did right there. And now I'm going to be marking that hip point. My hip point is 9 inches and I'm imputing it right there. And I'm also going to be imputing my lower hip. That is where I want the gathers to start from, and that's 12 inches right there. I'm just going to be marking this on the other end, and I will just square across just as you've seen me done, just like this. Square across on the hip point and square across on the lower hip line. So the hip point will now be the hip line and that other one will now be the lower hip line. Okay, so next I'm going to be coming down by 5 inches because you can see that it is a slant line. So I'm going to be taking that 5 inches from my waistline, okay, and I'm going to be connecting it to that my lower hip line just like that. Okay, and I'm just putting labeling and annotation right there. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is determine the shape you want. Do you want it curved inwards? Do you want it inverted? Or any shape you want, just draw your style line right there, and this is just that curve. Okay, note that in your own case this may be like a sharp V. Whatever style that you need is just what you're going to put. You don't have to use a curve just like mine. All right, just allow your creativity. Now I'll input my waist measurement, which will be my waist circumference divided by 4, and I impute the value here. You go ahead to impute your own value for your waist divided by 4 right here on the waistline. Then your hip circumference divided by 4 as well. Just note it right here on your hip line. Okay, mine is 10.25. So connect that waist point to the hip measurement. Okay, connect those 2 points together. All right. And then this is what we have now. So we do not need this part anymore. We only need this center inwards part. So I'm just going to cross out this part which we do not need. Okay. Then we are just going to cut that out. Okay. I'm just extending that line to my zipper allowance. So with your paper scissors, you can just go ahead to cut this part just like this. Okay, now after cutting, here is one thing. For the front of this skirt, I do not intend to have a dart, and that is why I did not take the dart intake. You will see that as it is right now, we do not have that on the front and the back. So I will be adding that to the back only. So I'm separating these two patterns right now. Then I will just add a little bit of paper to the side seam of my skirts for the back pattern. Okay, I'm just going to add some glue to just stick it together. Just add a little paper just as you see me do like this. All right, then I'm now going to draw this new line just to extend the waistline. Now from this my zipper line, all right, I'm going to be adding 1 inch. Okay, so 1 inch just like that, and connect it to that hip point back. All right, look at how I'm doing that. I believe that this is clear enough for you to understand. You know how we do it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop questions for me in the comment. I'm always here to answer you. And I'm going to be imputing my dart leg by my bust span divided by 2. Okay, 8 divided by 2, that's 4 inches. And then I'm going to be coming down by 4.5 or 4, depends on what you want. Okay, so go ahead to just draw that line just like that, and then I want it to be 1/2 inch on one side, so it's going to be total of that one that we added to the side. I hope this is clear. So now I have my dart and I'm just labeling this as the back. I'm going to be cutting 2 of this, alright, and for this this is my center front. I'm going to be cutting this on fold, alright. So now let's go ahead to cut on fabric. I folded my fabric into 2, and remember this part with the CF is our front and that part is on fold. Where you see the CF resting on is on fold, alright. So for the back we only need to cut 2. So for the pattern now, I'm going to be adding 1 inch on the side seam. This is the side, and for every other seam allowance I added 1/2 inch. Just take a look at how I'm doing this, and then also for every other part on the back as well, I added 1/2 inch, and on the side seam I added 1 inch. Sorry, it was a bit out of the camera. Also on the waistline as well, I added 1/2 inch. Okay, so here we have already added our zipper allowance, so we don't need any other seam allowance right there. So we just need to cut. So just cut, go ahead and cut, and then the next thing will be for us to start putting all the fabrics together. Here is what we have after we have cut it on the fabric. Next, we are going to be cutting the lower part of our skirt, which is the gathered part, and here is how you are going to determine your length. After you have gotten your fabric like this, I want to maximize this fabric, so I already folded it just like this, and here's how you determine your length. Remember, the upper part we cut is 12 inches long, alright, and I want my skirt length to be 28 inches. So 12 minus 28 inches, we still need like about 16 inches, and you can see that what we have here is like 17 inches. So by the time I take off the seam allowance to add it to the upper part and also the hemming, this 17 inches is just perfect. So this is how you get the length for the lower part. I hope you get that. If you do not understand anything, like I keep saying, don't hesitate to ask me your questions in the comment, and also give this video a thumbs up, share with your sewing friends. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell if you're new here, so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. So here is the long fabric that I have right now. I'm just going to go ahead to join them together so that it becomes one. Okay, this is 2. I'll join it here and I'll also join it on the other end. Now I have joined the 2, alright. Now you can see that it's now one long strap, alright, and I've also hemmed it on this hem line, alright. Look at, it's just one long circle of fabric right now. So I'm just going to be notching the midpoint of this long fabric, alright, which I'm going to be making into a gathers right now. That notch will help me to position it properly on this skirt, that is the upper part. So for this upper part now, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead to place it side seam on side seam, and remember our seam allowance was 1 inches. So side seam on side seam, just go ahead and you just sew, give it a straight seam just on this 2 side seam with that 1 inch seam allowance, alright. Don't also forget, next we are going to be taking in our 4 inches dart, and now here's our dart, and I've also sewn it by the side and also overlock. I've also joined the center back, as you can see, and next we are going to be adding our zipper, alright. It is important that you always press your center back line just like this. It helps to give you that neat zipper. The next thing is for me to add my band. I'm going to be cutting the band right now. And remember that this band is just like a long strip of fabric. That's how we are going to be doing it. And then I'm measuring my waistline now. Okay, so what I have on my waist right here is 32 inches, and I'm going to be using that for the length of the waistband that I want to cut. Okay, so we need 32 inches, so this should be enough. I'm just going to put it on fold right now, and then just cut the 32 inches by 1.5, so that half will be the joining to the skirt waistline. Okay, now this is what we have. Remember, we measured 32 inches on our waistline, and then I'm going to be placing it by 1.5 inch. So 32 inches divided by 2, this is the 16 that we have here, and then I'm going to be marking that 1.5 inch all the way, and then I'm just going to be connecting these lines together, then I'll just cut. Now this is our waistband. Okay, next I'm going to be joining the waistband that we just cut to the waist of the skirt. Okay, take a look at how I'm pinning it, and then after pinning it like this round, remember we are working on the waistline. After pinning it round just like this, we are now going to go ahead to sew on the sewing machine. Alright, so we are just going to sew all the way just like this. After sewing, here is what it looks like. Take a look at it. I've also gone ahead to overlock. It's important to have a neat finishing on your project work. So now we can go ahead to add our zipper just like this, and then I'm just going to be pinning this zipper along this zipper allowance just like this. Then I'm just going to go to the sewing machine to also sew, and then I will show you what it looks like. If you need a video tutorial on how to sew a zipper, I'll link it up here, and also in the description box there is a video, a very detailed video on that. If you don't know how to go ahead or go about sewing a very neat zipper, check that video out. It's going to help you a lot. Alright, so now you can go ahead to stitch your zipper down just as you've seen me pin it like this, and here is what we have. The zipper is ready. Next thing, we are going to take up this lower part of our skirt that we are going to be adding the gathers. Take a look at it. We are going to be measuring this lower part round. Okay, because now we want to add the gathers, so it's important that we know the measurements of this part. Okay, measure this circumference round just like this until you get to the other end, and here I have 51.5. so the upper part of this skirt where you did not hem, where we want to gather, we need to gather it into 51.5 inches. All right, so remember we have hemmed that part, so the other part now we are going to take it to the sewing machine and then add gathers to it. Alright, now this notch is important because it helps you to place it properly to the skirt when you start sewing. So I'm just running my gathers here with the longest stitch length. I'm sure you know how to make gathers, and if you don't know, I'm going to be linking up a video of how to make gathers by manual method and also by using a gathering foot. I'll link it in the description box. You can also check that video out. Alright, so but basically how to run gathers is just for you to run like 2 stitches. Use your loose stitch, the longest stitch length, just run it like this all around the part that you want to gather. Then after running it all the way, you just simply need to pull. Okay, it's important for you to use 2 stitches so that you can be safe. You are sure that the stitch will not cut and all of that. So I'm just going to be running the second stitch right now. So after running this second stitch, I'm just going to be pulling the thread. All right, and as you pull the thread, you see that this stitch just the gathers just comes along automatically. All right, now we'll gather this whole length into the 51.5 inches we measured earlier. So after gathering, it's now 51.5 inches. Now we can add it to the upper part of our skirts. Now place the upper part of your skirt and also the gathered part just like this. The notches guides you to know what part goes to what part. So center front on that part that you intend to use as a center front. Ensure that you use the nicest gathered part as your front for any sewing project. Okay, so pin up center back also to center back. I'm going to be using that joint as my side. So side seam to side seam, just as you've seen me do. And then this is what I'm just going to be doing round. Okay, after I have pinned center front to center back on the gathers and side seams, the next thing is for me to just pin it all round all the way before I then go to the sewing machine to sew. Okay, remember that you gather this into 51 inches, so pinning it should not be an issue, and there should not be any other excess or allowance while you are doing it if the gathers that you made is correct. Now I'm just sewing the gathers to my skirt. Okay, and then you can do this with a straight stitch. All right, ensure that the gathered part goes up where you have all your thread. It goes into your seam line so that by the time you turn it to the right side, it's not going to be showing on the right side. If you have watched this video this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so already. Okay, now after sewing this part, you should have something that looks like this. Just give it a good press and then you are going to have your beautiful gathered skirt. I hope you found this video helpful. I can't wait for you to recreate yours. I'll see you in the next video.